What is going on, guys? This is Youngling Jr. So let's talk about this game. So you had Stanford versus Colorado. Colorado, man. Unfortunately, they lost 46-43. So in the first half, I watched this game. It came around. I came around like 10:30 ish Eastern Standard Time, which was kind of pretty late. But I ended up watching the game, and they were up 29-0. Then I actually went to bed. So went to bed, woke up, to actually see the final results, and I come to find out that Stanford won 46-43. I'm like what? In two overtimes. So let's just say it was some good things for Colorado. The first thing is, yes, Shador Sanders, he's a stud. He did throw for 33, 48 passing attempts, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, that one reception. He even rushed for 37 yards and 2.8 yards to carry. Now, I remember the when it was collapsing, his offensive line, because people was criticizing him because he ended up, holding on the ball too long and just taking these sacks. But instead of him waiting for the routes to develop, if it's nothing there and he don't have enough time to get out the block, what he does is he see an open lane and he rushes in and get the first down. So he's smart with the football. He's getting a little bit smarter compared to his previous games. It was good to see Travis Hunter coming back, despite him playing both sides of the field. He had 13 receptions, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. Xavier Weaver, 7 receptions, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. Antonio had 1 touchdown. He came up really big in the last game, so I had to give him up. I had to give him to that. So Anthony Hankerson is rushing. Anthony McCaskill, he was coming out of University of Houston. He has 6 carries for 23 yards. But I have to say, man, it's they were firing at will. Everything was working, and then you get to the second half. I mean, I have to give Stanford credit. Ashton Daniels, man, he kept his composure through 396 yards for 4 touchdowns. So according to some of the highlights here that I was able to capture, Stanford. He was able to throw the ball to one of his guys here. It was a 96-yard pass. I want to say, when did that happen in the game? Okay, 97-yard pass to Alec Angel Maynor. 97-yard pass. This is like in the third quarter, 6 minutes, 18 seconds left. And they failed a 2-point pass in the fourth quarter. And also, 4 minutes and 45 seconds in the third quarter, he threw it to the same receiver. 60-yard pass from Ashton Daniel. I'm just like, goodness gracious, that was a touchdown. So I'm looking like, okay, now they're giving up big touchdowns. No defensive adjustments. That's what's completely the downfall, I feel like, for Colorado. I mean, you even look at here, it was another touchdown by Bryce Farrell for 3-yard pass for Ashton Daniels. They were not afraid to throw that ball. They had a lot of grit, man. And, arguably, people were saying that Stanford is one of the worst teams in the Pac-12. I mean, yeah. But according to their record, right, they 2-4 now. I did not expect Colorado to lose this game based on the amount of talent that they have. According to the parlay, I mean, they said under 12.5, but it's a lot of people lost a lot of money. I mean, if you bet against Colorado, so I mean, if you bet against Stanford, but I mean, this was a crazy game, man. I mean, total offensive yards, right? 523 yards for Stanford, according to 532. Stanford dominated that time in possession. And I think, too, they were too conservative. I mean, I know this is the NFL level, as far as, like, it reminds me of when the Los Angeles Chargers lost to the Jags. They were up 27-7 in the first half. In the second half, they lost in overtime in the playoffs, right? So, stuff like this happens when the team... I can't say it's all the players, because players have to execute whatever the coaches tell them to do, right? But it could be coaching. Like I said, I mean, this was kind of crazy, man. I mean, Deion Sanders in that press conference said he had to keep his composure, and I know it was very difficult because people that was hating on him want him to fail. But definitely, I can see if it was like close, all like neck and neck. Like, okay, whatever. But I mean, you guys were dominating the first half. But that's why you got to play all 4 quarters, man. And like I said, I had to give it up to Stanford. We have E.J. Smith, which is Emmitt Smith's son. He did okay. Yeah, 16 carries. They stopped him for the most part. But Justin Lamson, they did not go away from the run game. But my thing is, I'm looking at the stats here. Why did Colorado go away from the run game? I just think they don't have nothing to establish. Like, I understand they rely on Shador Sanders' talent because he can get you there. And he has proven it before in the previous games, but man, marching down the field. But That one interception just sealed the deal. They said he didn't really have too many leadership skills. He couldn't really drive his boys to where he needed to be when their backs were against the wall, man. I mean, because Stanford was climbing back. So I didn't watch. I watched some of the highlights here, and it's 19 minutes long. But man, this is something. This is a tough pill to swallow. They're like 2 games behind far as like trying to get a bowl game, but they have to go against UCLA. So they got a bye week. You know, maybe they can go ahead and regroup, and they have to go against UCLA. They lost to teams so far besides Stanford, right? They lost to teams so far that are ranked. So UCLA is ranked, and then they got to go against Oregon State. It's gonna get tough. It's gonna get tough. You know, maybe the Arizona game, but I want them at least get to a bowl game. Yes, they're above 500, but at the same time, man, this was definitely a tough loss here. I was completely shocked when I woke up this morning and found out the score. So, but I'm not gonna draw this too long. It's my second time recording, but you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'll probably do another follow up here after I actually, analyze this and find out the highlights here. I mean, 124 yards for Stanford, 132. That's in collective from quarterbacks and all the backs here. 30 first downs, third down. The efficiency actually increased for Stanford from 10 to 18. The penalties hurted them. The penalties hurt them. They had 17 penalties, result to 127 yards. That's from Colorado. Man, and they didn't dominate the time of possession. There's a lot of adjustments. But, yeah, man, that's all we got to say. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Thank you, guys. This is Youngling Jr. I'm out.